What's up YouTube? The Master Gamer bringing you guys another video. Today's video, we're going to be breaking down the best cards to put into your rookie premier sets. So, just jumping right into it. I'm going to be breaking down the best cards to use in Madden 18, best cards to use to power up most likely for Madden 19, and then explain that based off what I expect them to do in the future, and just what I think is going to be important next year looking into mine. So just going right into it, the Madden 18 cards that I don't recommend really using at all is going to be the Sam Darnold, the Leighton Vander Esch, and I think it's the Calvin Ridley. So I'm just going to go to them on here. Calvin Ridley, it's not a bad card by any means, but there's just no reason to use him. Like, playmaker is great. 96 speed, great. 99 route running, great. But like, there's just taller receivers who are about the same speed and have playmaker. Like, it's cool, but unless you're a Falcons fan, that's really, like, he doesn't offer anything special. I don't actually know what his run block is, unless he's got like a million run block. Like 80s run block, then it's not worth doing, and it's something that, a card that I would definitely pass on, at least if we were just looking in terms of Madden 18. Now, going down to Sam Darnold, I mean, 78 speed quarterback, Gunslinger Conductor's cool, but it's July at this point. Gotta be faster than 78 speed in July. Now, going down, we're going to see the Leighton Vander Esch. Now, he does have Secure Tackler, but outside of that, he's definitely a well-balanced card. I mean, 95 block jet, 89 speed, 91 power move, 94 finesse, and then he does reach the 91 zone threshold. So, he's not the worst card by all means. Again, he's 6'4", but he's just not the fastest linebacker, and at this point of the year, you have the Anthony Barrs who are 95 speed. Like, there's just faster linebackers. That being said, if you do end up with this card, it's a usable item by all means. It's definitely not bad, but there's just better items at this point of the year. Now, if I'm just looking at the best card in terms of Madden 18, it's probably the Roquan Barkley. I mean, you just go back up here, let's scroll up. I mean, this card's a freak. 98 speed, he's gonna end up having 99 truck, 99 elusiveness, 99 carry, like, these just 99s everywhere. On that note, we're just gonna scroll down to Denzel Ward, and I mean, it's Secure Tackler and 99s. Like, that's the card. It's just 99 everything and Secure Tackler. So those are definitely the top two cards. The third, I'm just gonna go for the top three, and that's gonna be right over here, Derwin James. He doesn't have Secure Tackler, which is unfortunate, but he's a hitter. I mean, he's got 89 tackle, 99 hit power, 99 pursuit, 98 zone, so he meets it obviously, 96 speed, he's 6'3". Like, this card is going to do wonders for the rest of the year. Obviously, cards like the Quentin Nelson, very good, but there's a lot of cards that are going to play similar to the Quentin Nelson, whereas the Derwin James kind of has his own niche in just being, like, ridiculous. Like, unless Quentin Nelson had like 90 speed, right? That would really set him apart, and obviously having a dual kim is nice, but those are the top three that I'm looking out for in terms of Madden 18. Now, going forward into Madden 19, I got a list actually right here, and I'm just going to go through my top three again for Madden 19, and then I'm going to break down the rest and kind of explain why. So, in terms of Madden 19, then my number one option is Derwin James. My number two option is Roquan Barkley, and my number three option is Roquan Smith. So you already see, first, I already kind of explained the general things that make Barkley and Derwin James good, but real quick, I just want to break down what makes Roquan good. He's fast, and he can hit. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of all you need in a user. Obviously, he's 6'1", so he's not the tallest. You would obviously want him to be a little taller, but you can't get everything. So he's just going to be a solid card, probably a decent user at the start of next year. So that's the main reason why. Also, these are all guys that I expect to have the best years out of any of the rookie options chosen, and I kind of explained that. So I want to explain right off the bat why Chubb isn't in the top three. Obviously, he's getting paired across Von Miller, and he's getting some crazy pro comparisons. Like, this dude's supposed to be a freak, and this isn't to say he isn't, but a lot of times rookie first-year pass rushers tend to underwhelm. I mean, just look at Vic Beasley. He had like 3.5 sacks his first year, and his second year he had 15. So, like, a lot of times first-year pass rushers kind of underwhelm. It's the same thing with cornerbacks. Part of the reason why Denzel Ward isn't in my top three for Madden 19. I just don't think they're going to get enough items throughout the year to kind of, like, justify the entire length of the season. I think guys like Derwin James who's a safety playing behind one of the best pass rushers in the league with 2 incredible outside corners. All he's got to do is the dirty work. Or he's really just got to clean up the mess, if that makes sense. Lay the boom over the middle, so he's going to get tackles because they're not going to be testing those corners on the outside much. So they're going to be going over the middle. The Chargers linebacker unit is a little weak, so again, even more reason they're going to be going over the middle. And he's going to get a lot of opportunities as long as he's healthy. He's fast, he's a hitter, he's 6'3". He's going to be a good might item as long as he keeps getting upgrades, and I think he will keep getting upgrades. I mean, it's the same thing with Barkley. I mean, he's just going to be a feature back in the NFL. He's got crazy talent. He's going to get upgrades because he's a running back and he's a top 5 pick. That's a very good combo for a whole lot of cards and mutt. And then Roquan Smith, he's going to end up being a tackling machine. Let me just scroll down here again. He's going to get those Football Outsider style of items. He's going to get the Team of the Week initial version. It's going to be like an 80, like an 85. It says right here. Does it say? No, it doesn't. I thought it said what overall they started as in Madden 19, but I guess I'm wrong. Like, he's going to get that 85 overall Team of the Week early, and then get like the Football Outsider, and then eventually one week he's going to have like a pick and a forced fumble, and he's going to get a really good card. So those are the 3 cards I think are going to get the most upgrades throughout the season. That's why I recommended them, because they're going to have the most consistent production. That way you get the best bang for your buck during the season. That being said, obviously Chubb is going to get cards. Top 5 pick, gets cards throughout the year. He's going to end up with a ton of good cards. He's going to be getting cards on promos is more so what I think. Whereas these guys are, the other 3 are going to be getting those mid-season good quantity of cards. And that's why I recommend them. Now going on again, I mentioned how first-year pass rushers don't do well. Same thing a lot of times with outside cornerbacks. So that's why I have Denzel Ward a little lower on that list. Even though, yeah, he's extremely fast. Crazy stats in Madden 18, but again, you can just buy him in Madden 18. You're looking for cards that you want in Madden 19, and I just don't think he's going to get a consistent card outside of promos. I think he's going to get like some kind of Halloween promo card. He's going to get some kind of Easter promo card, but he's not going to get too many cards throughout the season. And that's, again, my argument for that. And then the one more that might not make as much sense, again, is Quentin Nelson. Let me see if I can find him. Obviously, what the? Did I just pass him or am I crazy? Oh, crazy. So, Quentin Nelson, obviously, he's just going to do well. Like, unless he gets hurt, he's going to do well. Thing is, again, he won't get too many items. So it's hard to really say, yo, get Quentin Nelson. You know he's going to get upgrades, but like, when? Is kind of the big deal, and his upgrades are probably going to be later, fewer and farther between. Again, why I recommend the Derwin James number 1. I mean, he's supposed to be a top 5 pick. He fell way too far for, I don't really know why. It definitely wasn't talent. So, he's my number 1. Number 2 is Saquon Barkley, and 3 is Roquan Smith. Now, most of these guys are good choices. I also actually really like Calvin Ridley in this set for kind of a similar reason as Nick Chubb. Like, the reasons why he's bad, it's kind of flipped for Calvin Ridley. That's probably not the best way of explaining it, but let me just hear me out. Calvin Ridley, 6'1", so he's got good size. He's obviously got speed, and he's going to have route running. So he already has that going for him. Now, he's paired opposite of Julio Jones, and Taylor Gabriel isn't on the Falcons anymore. Not to mention, receivers have the best chance of playing well during a rookie year, because there's a lot of opportunities where something can go right, and if something goes right on one play, that really helps their stats, and that's really good for Team of the Week potential. So again, he's the number 2 option. Like, he's the number 2.5 option, and he's probably going to split touches with Sanu. More than likely. He's going to have explosive potential. So, it's going to lead into 1 or 2 Team of the Week items, if I had to guess. That's why I like this card going into the set, into Madden 19. Now, if you have any questions, any other ideas, let me know down in the comments below. We could talk about it. Maybe you think a different card should be higher on my list. I'll even put my list in the order of things in the comments down below so you guys can actually look and see if my list matched up with yours. Again, any questions, ask me down in the comments below. As always, It's been the Master Gamer, and I'm out.